What are the confidentiality responsibilities of a real estate agent? Tune into Tom's Take right now. One of the biggest questions I get asked is, what do you have to keep confidential? Who's going to get access to my information? I know I've got to give you social security numbers, date of births. Realtors deal with a lot of sensitive stuff. We're getting mortgage payoffs. We have account numbers. And it's a big question a lot of people get a little nervous about because it's their personal info. We live in the age of identity fraud and people stealing money right out of your bank account. So very legitimate concerns for the consumer. What I wanted to share today is what agents are responsible for. So in the consumer notice, and this should be given to anyone doing a real estate transaction in Pennsylvania, or even having a real estate conversation with someone face to face. The consumer notice is not a contract. What it does is it outlines the responsibilities and the agency relationships that exist in the state of Pennsylvania. So as a seller agent or a buyer agent, the duties are very clear. The first is to keep all your information confidential, meaning social security numbers, mortgage account numbers, what your maximum budget is, all the personal info you discuss with your agent when negotiating something. That is the responsibility of the agent to keep that confidential. Some of the other duties include remain loyal, make a continuous and good faith effort to find a buyer for the property or find a property for the buyer, and disclose to everyone that you're working with a particular client within the transaction. And that will only happen, these duties only happen, especially the confidentiality, if you've entered into an agency relationship with a realtor. So really important to understand that. Just because you meet with someone and you tell them, hey, I'm willing to spend up to $500, but I could really go to $525, that's not going to stay confidential unless you engage them into a contract. That is the big key here. And when you get through the transaction, when people call your office, if you're worried about some kind of third party calling in and get your information, that's not something that's released. People have been in business a long time and dealt with these sensitive data, again, socials, account numbers, all those sort of things. And because of this responsibility and because of those documented relationships between the client and the agent, these things are kept confidential. So the next time you're worried about that or that information getting out there, understand that if you've got a contract with an agent, they've got that confidentiality responsibility to you. And as long as they're not breaching that, obviously that's the assumption of trust here, you're not going to have anything to worry about. Any questions, you know where to reach me. Otherwise, we'll be back next week.